Welcome back. I'm Donna from Lost Closet 12, and I am here with you with a Flip Friday for the week between June 27th and July 3rd, the day before Independence Day. And we're going to jump right in. Some of my sales are well, and some of my sales are better. I think I saved the last one for my coolest one. I don't know if it's my best one, but it's the one that is my best one because I like it the most. So anyway, I saved that one for last, and it was interesting. It's just so interesting how like you can be slow and not be productive and not do a lot of work, and then all of a sudden you get a handful of sales. So jumping right in, we have Talbot's size 10 capri high waist casual pants, striped flat front, lightweight women's. They were written in December of 2024. They were a bins pickup. My average cost was $1.02, and they sold for $4 plus shipping on eBay. Up next, we have women's White Mountain Rocky wide calf riding boots, size 10. They were fox leather. I was surprised. I think this was a full price sale. They were written in December of 25. They were bins pickup, $3.90. They sold a Macari for $29.99. This bracelet was so cute. This came out of a red, white, and blue bag, and I titled it Disney Mickey Mouse Beaded Stretch Bracelet Blue Fashion Jewelry. It was a red, white, and blue pickup. It was $1 was my average cost for the bag. And it was written in February of 25 and sold for $6 on, where did we sell? eBay. This next one, I sent eBay a message, an email, and or was it in the chat box? Because the buyer was like, hey, it says delivered, I don't have it. And I was like, oh, double check with eBay. I'll double check with eBay. And I didn't hear back. I really can't recall what the response was. It was just, I don't remember how it was worded. I should have screenshotted it or something. Well, anyway, I was like, hey, it says it's delivered, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And then I just dropped it because I was tired and it was the end of the day. It was like, the buyer probably found it. I haven't heard anything. They messaged me today saying that I should contact eBay too. Well, I did, and I will do it again when I'm done recording and see what they say. Well, anyway, or maybe I should just give her money back because this was not a huge sale. This was a red, white, and blue pickup. It was in a case of other little Zuru big minifigures, and I paid $5 for the case. I did not record my cost per item, so I don't know why I didn't do that. I thought I did. I can't find it. So Zuru Mini Brands Disney Store Edition Figure 013 Pixar Toy Story Bo Peep. Why I put Bo Peep in the back, I don't know, but that's what I did. It sold for $2.89 on eBay plus shipping. This next one was just so random. I was like, I'm going to list them. If they don't sell, I'm going to keep them. They were interesting because the socks had left and right foot. I've never seen that before, but like on the bottom of the sock. Quarter compression socks for men, women, cushioned, extra large, 6 pairs. And what was the brand? I didn't even put that. Wow, I didn't even try. But they sold, I mean, I want to get you the brand because I don't have Wow. I'm reading it from the photo. Satoshi, I guess, something like that. I have the photo. I'll put it up so you can see for yourself. They just felt like good socks, and they had left and right foot on the bottom. They were different. That's why I grabbed them. They were red, white, and blue pickup. They were written in December of 25 last year, and I paid $3. They sold for $19.68 on eBay plus shipping. So you never know, right? This next one I've had forever. Women's t-shirt, large, lightweight, long sleeve, American rags, casual pullover. I'm missing one. Okay, well, we're going to get back to that one. I skipped like 3 of them. Okay. So this was written, it was a rewrite in September of 24. This is how long I've had this. I can tell by the way I wrote my listing. I just lost my spot. September 24, it was a Ben's pickup. Back then, it was an average cost. It was 63 cents. Sold for a whopping $3.30 on eBay. Now I'm going to go back to where I was. These I also had for a while. December of 24, they were written or rewritten. Women's athletic shorts, small zipped pocket. I think that's my cat. I'm going to go check because he doesn't normally make noises like that. I'm back. It must have been a bird outside or something because my cat's downstairs. Okay. So, well, anyway, shorts. December of 24. Ben's pickup, 27 cents. Sold for $9 on Depop. So I've had these forever. And, yeah, that was just a weird, I'm all like, that was my cat, but my cat's downstairs. So I don't know. I have 3 cats, by the way. They are all rescues. Housey, we've had for 9 years, maybe 10. He's my big boy. And then we have 2 younger ones. They are 2 years, give or take, and because they were rescued from the yard. And their name is Partner and Cricket. So that's the names that they got before we decided we were going to keep them. Our local shelter has like, hey, if you catch a wild cat, bring it in, we'll spay or neuter it, no charge. And then they clip the ear and you can release it. Well, I guess a lady at that clinic was like, I can tell these guys really like these cats. So not only did she spay and neuter them, she gave them the rabies shot. She gave them a flea bath, like to get rid of the fleas, and something else. And she's like, oh, they're good to go if you want to keep them. I took care of the fleas. And I'm like, now I don't have a reason not to bring them in my home. So they're snoozing in the other room. I went to check. And I had my window open today, so there was a couple flies in here. If you see one, zoom by. So I'm going to have to get some spray or something. So, okay, that's enough of that. Up next, this is another item I've had forever. This is a Snickers t-shirt. That was a rewrite in October of 24. It was a Ben's pickup. I do not have my cost of goods, and it sold on eBay for $2.10. So I probably lost money on that one. It was probably a Ben's pickup. And we did, it It was probably a bins pickup. I know it was, because I wouldn't have paid full price, or maybe $1 a day, but I wrote down bins pickup. Okay, and this is not the last one. I can make it last, because I'm just going to move over. This is a chunky necklace beaded blue statement piece, costume jewelry, adjustable. It's like plastic beads and a metal medallion. It was cool. It came from a red, white, and blue bag in January of 25. My average cost per item was $1, and it sold for $3 on eBay. I was running a pretty significant sale. This one it made me laugh. I just don't understand. Maybe because my kids are grown. I mean, I will pay up for my grandbabies if they want something, but I generally don't pay up like this. This is a Sonic Hedgehog, Sticks the Badger, and Sonic action figure cake topper. These guys were like 3 inches. That was written in June of 25. It was a bins pickup by weight, cost me 11 cents, and sold for $19.79 on eBay plus shipping. That's my favorite. I laughed when I saw it sold. I laughed when I pulled it. It's just 11 cents selling for almost $20. I mean, if I could do that a couple times a day, I wouldn't have to go to my job. I'm not complaining about my job. My job pays my bills. I have good insurance. But it's a job. So that's that. And I'd like to thank you for staying to the end, and let me know which one your favorite is. Since I've already shared what my favorite is, let me know in the comments, and I will see you on the next one. All right, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.